I look at like Janice. Does this happen often?
She's literally having a seizure on the floor.
Yeah, and I'm like, look at Janice. Does this happen often?
Like, you're asking me if it happens often, and I'm already like leaning down next to her, making sure she's not swelling her tongue, like making her as comfortable as possible. And I just kind of nod curtly to you, like you are not being helpful with asking your questions. You know.
So yeah, after that fades, her she's slowly stops shaking and convulsing, and the cloudiness of her eyes just kind of it essentially looked like she went blind, and then fades back over, and then you can see her very, very blue, crystal blue eyes kind of snap back into focus. They're definitely dilated right now, pretty heavily, and they slowly
are you okay? Are you all right, Cynthia? What did you see?
We were in the sewers, but there were also the courtroom. People were talking about fairies and their machinations, and then I saw, I saw Eileen and your kids. They were watching, recording. She was taking notes.
You saw MMA and Luke?
Huh? What?
You saw MMA and Luke with her? And
she was holding their hands, I think. They didn't seem to notice them. Or they didn't...
Who they?
Eileen was taking notes and the children were with her. And yeah.
Alright, give me a report check at -2 for Cynthia.
Yeah.
I'm looking between the both of them, utterly confused on why, what.
-3.
This is the least believable story you've ever heard in your life.
I understand. It's strange.
I'm just comforting her. I'm not judging. I don't believe anything you're saying. But I'm not judging you. I'm just, helping you stand up.
Okay, kind of thing?
Some tea.
I understand it's strange, but I see what I see. And besides, my visions have been accurate so far. They've always been accurate. I just want to. I don't know how to explain. She definitely looks almost defeated right now.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, Cynthia. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. You say a courtroom? They're not on trial though, so I'm sure it's fine.
No, it switched from the sewer to the courtroom to the sewer, and they were watching, taking notes. Or Eileen was. She was sitting where your officials take. They type up what the judges or what they say. She was sitting there.
Does Eileen work in a courtroom?
Oh no.
I'm baffled. I go to make myself useful elsewhere.
As you're about to leave, I kind of grab are you wearing long sleeves or?
Yeah,
probably not. Or who are you grabbing?
Yeah, I was talking to you. What?
Okay, yeah. I probably have short sleeves and blue jeans on.
Then I probably would grab part of your jeans very lightly. I have visions, and they come with seizures, and they're fairly hard for me to explain typically.
I look at you kind of I don't know what to say to that. I hope you're okay.
I'm fine. I've had this since I was 9.
I nod
it's
okay.
What it's what made me see you in the fire. What made me go and save you.
No, never mind. She didn't say it. I actually specifically said that wasn't a thing. Never mind. Backpedal.
Okay.
I didn't see you in the fire. She just kind of shrugs her shoulders a little bit.
Thomas just goes, right. Axel, you want to work on that car thing?
I mean, I think that takes a back seat to trying to figure out what's going on with the sewers if Cynthia's okay.
Oh, right. I
I'm
completely
fine.
forgot in the commotion. Sorry. That's more important, yeah.
I just, I know you don't believe me, or you most likely don't anyways. Would you please just, watch her for me? Eileen,
Watch who? Sure. I'll watch Eileen.
Not you. I'm sorry. You haven't met. Janice, will you please just watch her? Maybe ask?
Sure. Of course.
I know you had. Do I actually know that you had a thing with a fairy? Have we talked about that? Because we've soul gazed. I know that.
I don't know. Like, would that have? I don't know if that would have been.
I feel like it would have not necessarily because of he was fairy, but because he's the father of your children. Might have been why I saw it. Because that is important, not necessarily where he's from, but that just kind of came along with it. Is why if I saw it through there, that's how I saw it.
I don't think you would have seen that because it would have happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we soul gazed like 2 years ago, and her kids are like what, 4?
4 and 6, or 4 and
so like
5.
We've soul gazed after she had kids,
right? And I mean, you met me after I was already with Eileen, though, right?
Yes, that's how I met.
Right. So,
like, you wouldn't have had visions of him. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not asking. I'm asking about the soul gaze. I know I didn't have visions.
I don't think so, because I mean, I don't think that would have really come up as part of it.
That's
and
fine.
I don't think
we haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the fact that my children are changelings has come up.
Yeah. Okay. So never mind. It's just.
But I know quite a few things about fairy. Like, I don't know if you would peg that as being unusual. Like, but I know like oddly specific facts about certain things. But
yes. So maybe she's picked up on it. Maybe she hasn't. I don't know. So it's just like just if you can think of any connection between Eileen and the Fae, or your children and the Fae. Shrugs.
Like, you say Eileen and the Fae, and I get like kind of a worried expression, and you say my children in the Fae, and I get like I pale a little bit, like okay, maybe there's something there, but I don't say anything.
No, obviously, because that would be admitting that like the crazy person might have something, like might know something. So yeah, like even though you don't see her that way, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Undertone. So she just kind of like gets up and like dusts herself off, mostly. Well,
you know, like I help you up and make sure you're okay. I like get you some tea or something.
Yeah, she sips it a little bit and before putting it down, it's like, well, if you're ready, would like to know what's going on sooner rather than
I would
later.
also like to go know what's going on. Are you sure you're up to it?
I'm fine. They never last too terribly long.
I nod. And I'll like turn to Steve and I'll be like, it looks like we're gonna go take a look underground. I'm sure you don't need to join us for that, but can't stay here. And I kind of shrug.
Well, Steve is more than happy to get out of there without having to take a shower. But,
yeah.
Okay, thanks for the food. I'll let you know if I hear anything more about those fairies, because
Great,
they
thanks.
make no sense. And then he's out of there.
So
All
yeah, you notice, by the way, as like we're kind of like either preparing to leave or like leaving, Cynthia's definitely holding on to like the like cross around her necklace a little bit, or like on her neck. I mean, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't like spoken at all about like God or anything, so you don't peg her as like religious outright, but there is like a Christian cross on her neck.
Mm-hmm. And I know you had that for.
Yeah, I've had it since you
forever.
can remember. It just I've never spoken about God or anything, and you don't peg me for at all about religious. Because also, if I did, like, you obviously know that gay relationships make me like she doesn't. They're odd. She doesn't have a problem with them. They're just interesting that's even like okay whatsoever here. So that's odd,
Mhm.
but she doesn't like say it's blasphemous or anything. So.
Well, that's good, because it would make our lives awkward, of course.
Yeah. You and your imaginary girlfriend are just so blasphemous.
Yep.
You mean blasphemous?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
Ah! Ruining everything.
So yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys going down the sewers or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Alright, you guys got a bunch of flashlights?
Can I use a flashlight?
You can use a flashlight. Just don't cast any
I
spells.
wouldn't touch one.
Like, they're not the LED flashlights, right? These are like older flashlights with like the D-cell batteries and you know, the
Maybe
giant
like an old like
block
crank
ones.
flashlight, you know?
No, we don't need to go that far. In fact, those actually are more likely to break.
Okay, I mean, like, yeah, I'll take a flashlight, head down the sewer.
Oh, actually, she'd run up to the roof and deactivate rewards, and she'd grab an actual lantern.
You can also use
Like-
magic to make light. You realize that?
Yeah, but
Next
that
to
would
running
cause
water?
stress and shit, right?
Oh, yes, good point. Water would cause you trouble with that. Actually, so the book says that minor like maneuvers, like creating light, shouldn't take a roll. And I have a house rule that says that if it doesn't require a roll, and it's not a roll, it's just that minor, then it doesn't cost you stress.
Okay, cool. But yeah, it's also like the water might fuck
the
it up.
water
You don't
will
know what's
definitely
going on
fuck
yet.
it up.
So
Plus, the
yeah,
water
she's
can
grabbing
fuck
a
up
lantern.
the flashlight too if you throw the water in the flashlight in the water. So don't do that.
Yep.
All right. So how do you guys want to get? You guys want to make any other preparations for going down into sewers?
No.
I mean, I have my flashlight and my other normal equipment.
I imagine it'd be
Can I
colder. I imagine it'd be colder underground, like in the sewers. So she'd probably just like change shirts, get like a parka or something like warmer.
Sure.
Like change out of flip flops into like boots.
Sure.
I'm gonna put on pants. It's probably the first time. Like, maybe you didn't even realize I owned pants. But they're like blue jeans, and they fit. You know,
they're
not
washed. They're like tie dyed.
Tie-dye blue jeans.
Yep.
They're super hippie blue jeans.
Okay.
I also take off like a bunch of my not all of my jewelry, but like most of it, and I'm gonna make little nosegays for us, so that basically strong smelling flowers and herbs that you can sniff instead of sewer
So
water.
you make us like little plague doctor masks. That we can
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
No, so like, yeah, no, yes, totally. Please do this. This is fucking great.
All right, Thomas, are you going down there in your suit?
Do you want to come down here? Like, is that a thing you're interested in?
I mean, you guys are all my friends. I'm not gonna abandon you. You're my friends. I gotta hang out with my friends.
That's right.
But he's probably gonna take off like his tie and suit, jacket, and whatever else extraneous stuff he can. But, he doesn't really have a change of clothes, and it's not like he can go run and get one.
I think that there's a chance that some of Durin's old clothes are still there, because it's been 5 years, but she wouldn't throw them out. Like, she still kind of holds out hope that he's gonna come back.
Fairy
so
goods.
Yeah.
Give me a resources check.
So
I'll just say it's at 0 difficulty. So
resources is here.
Otherwise, you pawn them for money or something.
Bam!
Oh, you have all his stuff.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got
it's
work
in
boots
box,
and everything.
Like in a storage closet in a box or whatever. But I'm like, oh, Thomas, hold on just a second. This may not fit you well, but it's going to be better than your suit. Hold on.
Slippery dress shoes.
Yeah, and find him a pair of sweats or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Female character. I have to switch into high heels to do anything dangerous.
That's right.
Oh right, yeah, no.
So do you have an aspect for that?
I should.
That would be a great aspect.
Always be in heels.
I'll give you a fate point to compel at the mercy of fate. You're wearing high heels, you didn't bring anything else.
I don't think she actually owns high heels, that's the problem. Otherwise I would.
You do now.
High heels.
Okay.
You all of a sudden got high heels.
I mean, sure. If I'll take a fate point to wear high heels.
Okay, you're wearing high heels in the sewers.
Cool. And she's like, I don't know what happened to my boots.
Such a terrible idea.
If we start running, you might have problems.
That's when you kick off your shoes.
Ew.
Okay.
No,
I'm wearing work boots.
I'll wear boots. It's okay.
All right, so you guys, how do you want to go down? Do you want to go down the sewer hole that topped off before? Are you going to try and find the most conspicuous way?
Not
to
the
get
one
down?
in the middle of the street. There's got to be another one.
Is there
nearby?
I have a question.
One off the side of the street?
Spending my fate doesn't make me spend my refresh, right?
Right.
No.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So here's how it works, right? You will get your refresh back at the start of next session, unless your current total is higher.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So as long as your current total is higher, you ignore your refresh value. But if you ever have less fate points in your refresh value at the start of a session, it replenishes up to that amount.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you guys want to find another sewer hole. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Magical or nah?
No, not magical at all.
Okay.
All of us, or who?
Yeah, everybody.
Got a 2.
I got 5.
I got a 1. I think Cynthia found it.
Yeah, Cynthia totally
right.
found it. You found this this concrete pit with a giant pipe. It's about 3 feet in diameter, so you have to bend over. And there's some water coming out to the bottom. It's like a storm drain. And you can go through that
just slip
to get into the sewer system, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to say it's 5 feet high. 3 feet is too small.
That'd be a crawly almost.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to crawl through the water. So, 5 feet.
So 5 feet, we're just going to have to bend down a lot. But yeah, it works. Okay. So, I mean,
So, Cynthia found it, so she's gonna go first.
And the high heels.
I'll follow Cynthia in.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay. So you guys go into the sewer, and you turn on your lights, I guess, so you can see around.
Yep.
And like it's not really a sewer. Like the storm drain, like there's this little culvert in the floor that's designed to like handle, if any rain falls down here, but it's not even a storm sewer. It's just like a maintenance tunnel. And you follow that, and you get to this main tunnel, and it's maintenance for the water main.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I have a question.
Yeah,
real quick. If you used water evocation to summon like a wave, would that count as running water to ground magic?
Sure.
Interesting that you can summon something to ground magic, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's really weird how you can use magic on water, but it's tricky. Like in this series, like the main character can't do it because he's not smart enough.
Also, because he's really bad at water magic. He focuses on fire and
right.
shit.
It's the opposite of water. This is weakness.
Yeah.
So you guys get in there, and you can hear like running water spurting, like behind you and in front of you, and you can also see like far in the distance there are people talking, and they also have flashlights.
Motion for us to turn off ours. It's like Navy motion, like.
Because you totally know Navy signs.
Yeah, no, totally.
I mean, if she turns off her flashlight in front, I kind of figure out
she
the
turns
idea.
off her
I turn
lantern.
mine off.
That's how she like.
Okay.
She turns off.
And
the
like just waves everybody to turn off theirs too. Okay.
Okay, I turn off my flashlight. I guess.
I would kind of whisper behind us that I would like to go and see what they're talking about, and I will report back.
All right, I nod. You can't see me.
So I'm going to go try and sneak up and see what they're talking about.
All right. Give me a stealth roll, Cynthia.
Can Cynthia veil?
Yeah, I can actually. I can veil. I totally forgot that.
I'm just going to tell you, you're not going to succeed at that.
Yeah, can I veil?
Let me explain to you what happens after you veil. So, you try and go down the tunnel, and then you get sprayed, because water is spraying out of the water main. You can't actually go down the tunnel without getting wet.
Okay, so could I like cast wind magic to bring the sound closer, like travel better?
Let me look at air.
Because that would I could propagate like.
See, I had an idea where instead of like veiling with spirit, I use water and essentially like put like a little like water around me, so like it kind of just keeps reflecting what's around me instead of
reflecting the water.
Yeah, the water is all around me and like almost a little.
So it would look like a mirror.
No, it's like reflecting the things around me, not necessarily like back at them. It's like magic and shit. It's been all like.
Let me look at air. I don't think you can do veils with water.
This is veil. It's more because it's already so dark. It's the fact that they wouldn't be able to tell the difference, and it would keep me from getting wet because it's like literally like a bubble around me.
I'd let you try, but it's pretty major water.
Okay.
Could I get?
I haven't found it yet.
The sound better.
Haven't found it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for the air element. Air is the element of motion freedom. Most of its key effects are motion based. Also, air is the primary medium for the transfer of sound, allowing for the creations of blah blah blah. Yes, you can. You will need to do a maneuver at difficulty.
All right, you do
5. You'll need power 5 to do it.
Okay, would this be control?
So what's your conviction?
And control? Huh?
What's your conviction?
My conviction is +3.
Alright. So
but I also have my focus item gives me +1 for power and control. Would that fall under
that will qualify, yeah.
So that would give me a total +4.
That would give you a total +4. So you would need to take an additional point of damage to cast a spell of mental damage. And then you'd have to hit a discipline roll of 5 to actually cast a spell. And the reason it's so high is because the water is everywhere.
Okay, I will try. I will take that and see what happens. So, do I need to roll conviction, or do I just need to roll discipline?
You just need to roll discipline.
Okay. No, lowly. Okay.
All right, so you're gonna have to suffer 4 points of backlash, which is straight damage to your physical health track, or fallout, in which case that's your magic destroying the environment.
So wind just starts
fallout because I'm not passing out.
You don't want to pass out?
Okay.
So you try to summon sound, and then just a tornado goes through and kills all of us.
Right. So you cast your spell, and like suddenly there's this air shattering like crack in the air, like lightning.
The sonic boom kind of thing.
Yeah, and it just echoes all the way down, the tunnel.
Could I? It's fine if I can't, but I would ask if I could compel my ignorance is bliss to freak out and think it came from somewhere else and stand up and look around with my flashlight.
Sure, that's fine. I'll give you a fate point for that. So yeah, Thomas starts flashing his flashlight around, looking for the source
There's a giant sound now flashing lights around us.
And then the other guys down the tunnel start pointing their flashlight at you and shouting.
Can we hear what they're saying now?
They're shouting like, "Hey, who's that? Who's down there?"
Okay,
Hello?
I'm gonna use my.
What happened?
I'm just like, do you guys know what that was? There's a freaking explosion or something. God.
You shouldn't be down here. It's not safe. They start running towards you.
I'll stand my ground and be...
If she's standing ground, we have nowhere to go, so...
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can get past me. I'm not blocking the way.
Yeah, it's wide enough that you can squeeze past each other.
I'm not going to leave you alone down here. What's Cynthia doing in front?
Cynthia's trying to decide. How many do I think there are?
3.
3 of them. We outnumber them by 1. That's good. Okay. What I'm gonna try and do is essentially find like a hole
Are they
or
human,
like a
I guess, is what I want to know.
Investigation
Or is there any
check.
way for us to tell that from here?
Yeah. You guys can all roll, or you can tell me how you're helping. So give me investigation checks.
What I want to do is find like not necessarily a door, but like a crevice or something I can like duck in to where they don't see me.
Sure, there's like holes in
So
the...
you're trying to hide.
There's like
I
holes
want
in
to catch
the
them by
pipes.
surprise if they come to attack. That's what I want to do. Do I need to roll for that at all?
Real stealth.
Fuck, wrong button.
Okay, so I mean, like,
I rolled investigation and got a 2, by the
Yeah,
way.
you see, like, they definitely look
I got
like...
3.
Alright. They definitely look like
1, 2,
people. 3. Like, they're wearing raincoats and they have flashlights. They look like normal people.
Okay.
It's really dark, though, and it's hard to tell.
So yeah, I duck into like a little crevice or like a crack in the wall or something.
Okay. So they're like
they're
running
shouting
through.
at us. I'm like shouting back, like, "Who are you?"
They got boots, and they're not really shouting once they started running.
Are they
like,
dressed like city workers?
Yeah, they're wearing like yellow raincoats. They're wearing boots, and you can't like really see any identification on them. But it definitely looks like safety gear. Anyway, they run up to you guys through the water. Like, it just sprays over them. Like, sometimes it's like really strong, and sometimes it's just like a mist. And they come up to you, and as they come towards you, their flashlights, like, they go over the main water vein, and you can see, like, sometimes it's like, part of it looks like it exploded out, like it just ripped open. But then further down, it looks like it's been cut, like it's a single straight line, and that goes farther away than you can see. But they come up to you, and they're like, they take a minute to catch their breath, and they're looking over, and you're like, you shouldn't be down here. This isn't a safe place for civilians.
My whole shop was shaking. I had to find out what was going on.
There was an earthquake?
Felt like it. Well, not really. I've been through an earthquake before.
We haven't felt any earthquakes down here.
I think whatever caused that water main to rupture was what I was feeling.
Everyone says,
like, I point at the water main. It's like, an earthquake caused that?
It's like, if the ground has become unstable, maybe we should evacuate this entire block.
Now, I doubt that's really necessary.
Well, if your house is sinking...
I just wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out too, ma'am. You should all get out of here. Clearly there's been some kind of... Must be another terrorist attack. Attacking our town's infrastructure this time for some reason.
So, can I see them through, like, the little crevice I'm hiding in?
Yeah, like, they're, like, right in front of you.
I'd like to open my sight and see if they're actually human.
Okay.
And I wanted to make, I don't know, an insight of some kind to find out if I believe them.
What do I roll to do to open the site?
Let me look up the site first.
Okay.
I think you told me you didn't have to roll anything to open it. It's just having to close it was the problem.
I think you have to roll both.
Okay. I mean, like, as y'all do that, it's like, they told us to leave, I guess, so I, like, turned around, like, expecting, like, we're gonna do what they say, I guess.
Where does it say how it works? Alright, why don't everyone give me a lore or alertness check and tell me which one it is.
I will do alertness, because that's what I'm good at. I got 5 for the alertness test.
Okay. There we go. So Cynthia, that was Cynthia. Cynthia, you see they have like little, like wiggly hairs coming out of one of their ears.
Oh, shit.
And which one of you is using the site? Axel?
That was still me.
Do you still want to use the site after you see that?
Yeah, but I want to. I kind of want to know if if all 3 of them are possessed.
Okay. Let's see. Where does it say opening the site? Opening the site takes a full action, and then you see what's going on here. So you do that, and you see 3 people in front of you, like there's normal humans.
Yeah.
They almost look like they're translucent, like they're not really there. And then inside of them, you can see this like worm-like thing inside their bodies. All 3 of them.
Yep.
And they got they're like curly hair and everything. And it's like mostly just coming out of their ears, but there's also like, bits of it rubbing their eyeballs and stuff.
Yeah, like every time one of them opens their mouth, some of the like little hairs go like flicking out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't even look like a little fish anymore. It looks like some kind of like slug at this point. Massive slug. Like an organ filling up their body.
So, what I'd like to do is invoke my cross real quick.
Okay.
So I just grab it real quick, and I just, let me see.
Well, let's see what the rest of everybody sees.
Yeah, let's see what you guys do first while I look something up.
Kelsey, you said you were going to do lore?
No, I was like, empathy or otherwise appropriate skill to see if they are lying to me about their reasons for being here.
Because, well, they haven't actually told you their reasons for being there. Right?
Well, they say that they were there. Well, they said it wasn't safe for civilians.
Right.
And they said that it must be a terrorist attack. And I guess that's really what I'm testing.
Okay.
Like, do they actually believe that, or do they have an idea what it could be? Like, and then they're lying and covering it up. Like,
go ahead and roll your empathy. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So they're lying about both. It's pretty safe for you to be here, and they definitely know it's not a terrorist attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they know who the terrorists are, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to know anything?
I'm looking like between Cynthia and these people. It's like, what are we doing?
You keep
are
looking at
we
like
leaving?
little like crevice I'm hiding in.
Or not Cynthia, Janet. Sorry, because I didn't like look where you're like hitting. Because I don't want to look at your hiding spot if I pay attention. I'm looking at like Janet's. Like, are we leaving? Or are we like talking to these people some more? They told us to leave.
I don't trust them, but I feel like we probably learn more with them not here. So I look to you and I nod and I say, "Well, sorry for impeding your investigation, gentlemen."
Well, there's probably not much time to say anything, so you start saying that, and then the time will stop. Thomas, did Thomas want to know anything?
Did I what?
Did you want to do anything to investigate these guys?
Like, could I say, would there be a skill for? I guess I just want to roll alertness to see if I see the hair in there.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
You don't have a sight or anything or a magical thing, do you?
Yeah, but you saw the hair before you opened the site. The site just let you see the stuff in more detail.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
So, maybe not.
You also didn't see the fish, though, so you wouldn't know what it means.
Yeah. You didn't see anything strange. Like, Cynthia saw it because she was so close to them, and she rolled really incredibly well.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't notice anything strange about these guys.
So yeah, I just like hold the cross and whisper Rafa or something like that. I'm bad at pronouncing shit.
Okay.
And time stops in a little bubble.
Okay.
And do I think pushing them in the water would clear them of the possession? Yes or no?
No.
No? Really?
How do you keep them out?
Do not care about water.
How would I?
Not in the same sense mortal magic work.
You'd have to do an exorcism.
That would take time.
It would take lots of time. It's like thaumaturgy.
So I'm essentially stopping time around me. Does not include my people, does it? Or can I exempt someone? I just said I couldn't exempt everyone, but I was hoping I could exempt like a person, possibly.
Let's see what we wrote down for this.
Yeah.
So we didn't write down exactly how it works, did we?
No, it was just time stoppy stuff. It was just time bubble. We didn't write down
time stoppy stuff.
You said you wanted to stop time.
It was one would stop time, the other would speed it up in the bubble.
I'm gonna say you can try. Roll a discipline check.
Okay.
There'll be 2 shifts for each person.
Would harming these people with magic be considered breaking the laws of magic?
Yes.
So
Plus one,
not
'cause
exactly.
time thing.
If you could somehow...
Jeez.
Yeah, you can't bring anybody with you into time stopping.
Okay,
if you could somehow attack the fairies without also attacking the people, it'd be fine.
Okay,
But the people are actually still alive.
Yep.
I could technically do it. I could technically do it, actually. Because you could use spirit, like spirit attacks to do that type of thing, correct?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm just going to, do that so everything stops. Like, all the water stops flowing around me too, which is handy. And then I'm just gonna try to hit one of them. Probably like they're like the one standing in front with like a spirit attack, like essentially just like mana bolt.
Like you really can't tell which one is the leader, but you can definitely.
No, I just mean which one's standing in front.
Yeah, get
like
the one
whoever's
in front.
doing the talking.
Well, they've all been talking, but sure, you can get the one in front.
Cool, then that's what I do. What do I need to roll?
You using your rote attack? No, you're not. You're using spirit.
I can't use a water attack and exempt them, can I?
No. Let's see here.
Then yeah, I'm using spirit.
So using spirit, what power level do you want?
Can you explain to me what my choices are?
Yeah, so you start your conviction, right? And each point, you start with your conviction.
Okay.
Each point of power above your conviction, unless it's covered by a focus, costs an additional damage to you.
Okay.
Once you've chosen your power level, you have to roll discipline. You have to roll above the power that you chose with conviction. And then you do... So then the way the damage works is, the damage to hit starts with your discipline roll. And then, if you hit, you add more damage equal to the power of the spell. So let's say you start with a power level 3 spell. Then you would roll discipline, and you roll 3 hits. Then if 3 hits is good enough to hit, you do 6 damage.
Cool. I'm just gonna go, fucking level 3 then.
Alright, so you choose power level 3 attack, roll your discipline.
Okay. 2, god damn it.
Alright, I'm going to roll to see... They can roll
can I invoke a concept to give me an extra die, or should I have done that earlier?
An aspect?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spend a fate point, and then each aspect you tag will give you +2.
Okay. I would have, I would have invoked mistrust what you don't understand. Don't let them take these things.
Okay, that raises you to 4, so you don't suffer any fallout or backlash.
Cool.
And then... So they didn't roll good enough to overcome your magical effect. So you're going to hit them with 4. Plus 3 is 7 stress. And you only target 1. No,
they do?
Your target does. Cool. And... Yeah, that's going to be good enough. You like zap it with your spirit attack, and the fairy, like, you don't destroy it, but it like phases out of the body of the guy and just floats there physically. Like, you see this, like,
cool.
It's like the fish from earlier, but now it's a slug, and it's just sitting there in physical space. It's like 10 times bigger than it was before.
Yeah. And
okay.
I assume, that triggers. I assume that is the end of the time stoppy stuff.
Yeah.
So we just
Okay.
like all of a sudden, the
actually,
bodies
let me
on the
roll.
ground and there's just a slug floating.
Let me roll to
There's-
see if it stops.
Roll to see if it stops.
Oh, it does stop.
Okay. So yeah, it stops. There's a guy. It didn't hurt him at all, so I assume he's still standing, just confused
Yeah,
now.
he's
And
probably
there's, like,
this
this, like,
he probably passes out.
floaty slug thing. And I like jump out of my little crevice and say they're possessed, like loudly.
Okay, I'm not like I can't really do much against possession offhand. That I know
Beat them
of.
with your foil.
That's what
beat
my
him-
next thought
Beat him on the
is.
head with it.
Like knock them out physically, and you can like deal with them. So like I'm gonna like try to.
Do I know
Or if I-
like anything about fairy possession like this? Like,
Give me a lore check.
let's see what I know.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna like try to figure.
Yes, I know things about fairy possession.
Yeah, so if you knew the fairy's true name, you can force them out. Otherwise, you have to use thaumaturgy to get them to leave the bodies.
Or spirit fuckery.
Yeah, you could attack them with spirit attacks. And then you would
So is
damage
this,
them,
like-
and they might be damaged and decide to leave the body, like what happened right there.
So is the spirit or the fairy still like dangerous? Like is there like the fairy like almost hurting and it's like looking to get away kind of thing?
It's definitely dangerous.
Is it a pressing threat? I can attack the fey creature easier than I can the people, so I'm going to try to hurt it
Sure.
over the people.
So whatever she did, it forced the fey creature out of the body. Like, is that fey creature there? Can we all see it now? Like
Yes,
when
it's a
she said
physical
they're possessed.
It is its physical form, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Right
so
there,
I'm going to
everybody
like
can see it. Like Thomas,
I'm
Thomas, you're probably freaking out because it's really creepy.
Oh yeah, totally. Freaking! I'm just
Like-
like, what the hell is that? God!
That thing essentially looked like it appeared out of nowhere. Like everything was
Yeah,
fine,
basically.
but that thing just
Yeah,
looked.
no, I'm freaking out, like losing my mind.
Okay.
I mean, at least I saw it earlier, so I know of it. Not exactly what it is, but I know it's a fairy creature and it's not a good thing. So I'm like going to try to hit it. So I'm going to invoke my rote, hopefully underground with all this water, to make my foil into an actual sword.
Okay.
You
And
said it's
I'm
a power
comforting
4,
Thomas.
and I get 4 attacks against one person.
4 attacks against one person?
Yep.
You mean force attack? What?
No,
Oh, you mean 4.
You said I get 4 attacks.
You have weapon 4. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, so I'm going to make that against the fey creature.
Okay.
What's your foil made out of?
I don't think it matters because I'm using wind magic to.
I mean, if it was
inflict
made of
not
if it was made
actual
of
force.
iron, then it would matter.
I mean, not really, because it's not the. I'm not like hitting it with the
It's
metal
the fact
part.
that it would be touching it.
It won't be touching it, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
the wind is what's going to around it. It's
Oh,
going
I
to be
see.
touching.
Go ahead and roll your discipline.
Okay. Do I need to since it's a rote?
Yes, but if you
Okay.
roll low, it won't be a big deal.
Okay. I got a
Okay.
3.
Let's see if you hit him. You don't hit him.
Okay.
You are 1 off from hitting him. Do you want to invoke an aspect?
I thought you got 3.
I mean, 4.
Didn't you say you got 4 attacks?
I get 4 attacks against one person.
No,
yeah,
so
I
here's
can
how it
make
works.
another one later, but
No, you only
Oh,
get 1 attack. You have weapon 4.
Oh,
Which
I
means-
see.
If you hit, you
Yep,
have
you're-
4
that
damage
makes sense.
added to your roll. But you didn't hit,
okay. I
So
so
understand.
you really
It's
need
not-
this to hit.
If you wanna,
Yes.
if you wanna invoke an aspect,
Yeah, I'm looking. So, like, okay, I'm going to try to invoke the aspect, owe the White Court a favor and try to protect, Thomas.
Sure, that sounds fair.
Because letting him get hurt in my company would not be a good thing at this point in time, since I
Definitely
already owe
not.
them a favor.
So now you're doing 9 damage to the fairy.
Okay.
So, yeah, your attack, your wind just slices right through the creature, and then it just explodes in ectoplasm everywhere. Like everything's covered with goo.
This makes me think of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm going to need a shower later.
Janice?
I have like an arm around Thomas.
Yep.
And I'm like trying to calm him down. Like, it's going to be okay. We're on top of this.
Go ahead and roll empathy.
Okay.
I think it's empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
I'm
Thomas,
good at
why don't
empathy.
you roll discipline?
Okay.
Because you're not trying to freak out.
Yeah.
Unless you are.
Well, I guess you are trying to freak out. But it's good enough. Janice managed to calm you down before you hurt yourself.
I'm just gonna throw another fucking Kamehameha.
Well, they get to move now.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
everyone's
saying
taking an action.
that's my job. That's my
So-
plan.
The two guys watch the fairy get splattered, and then they start screaming like this really high-pitched, unnatural noise. So they're trying to frighten you and do something else. So I'm going to roll Intimidate for them.
Okay.
And in order to defend against intimidation, you need to roll Discipline. So they're both going to roll their Intimidation.
Jesus!
Alright, I'm
Yeah,
rolling
I got a
discipline.
0 too.
Alright, so I'd like to, I know you got a 5. Do I need to get better or equal to you to not freak out?
So it's not about freaking out, it's about taking mental damage here. Or
Okay.
Can you spend a fate point to re-roll that?
this would be social damage. Yes, you
Social
could spend
damage.
a fate point to reroll this.
Wait,
Yes,
if
I'm
it's
spending a
social,
fate point on that for me.
if it's social damage, could we roll present? or no?
No,
Let me
it's just
see.
discipline to try and not freak out, that's all.
Okay.
Well, because I wanted to be like I wanted to invoke a mother to everyone to be a rock and not be affected by this.
Yeah, you can do that.
I kind of want
wonder-
to invoke enjoy being the victim somehow. Like,
Oh, okay.
obvious.
Yeah, sure, this is making you feel really comfortable.
Yeah, like,
You're just like,
okay,
people,
they're
everyone's
just,
trying to protect you, and yeah.
yeah, it's just like, okay, they're trying to hurt me. This I can understand.
I guess it is a mental attack. Okay.
So that's a fate point, and then it just gives me a +1, right?
I don't know why you're trying to invoke a fate point. It's not going to change the fact, though.
Well,
that you're
here's what
taking-
happens. So Janice invokes her aspect. So she gets +2, so she goes to 5. And
I was
the
talking
first
to
attack
Thomas.
doesn't affect her. Cynthia, do you do anything?
I did. I failed. I don't have another fate point. So.
You take 4 mental damage to your stress track.
Oh, fun. I have no more stress I can take on mental.
Okay. Then
That doesn't put me it doesn't put me over, but that puts me at 4.
you are either taken out or you take a consequence.
What type of consequence would it be?
How much you have absolutely no stress left?
I have I have 4. I took 4 and I have 4, so
You need to take a mild, and then you will take
okay.
2 stress instead of 4.
Okay. I can do that.
Now remember that you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 stress, right? You have 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 stress, right? So if you take, so let me see your character sheet, Cynthia,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now I imagine you've been checking them off. You haven't been checking them off for your spells.
I forgot.
All right, so you cast a spell
Yeah, I cast one spell this thing because my other thing didn't cost stress. I don't think.
Your earlier one.
Oh, that was a different scene though.
But that's
remember?
a different scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
And magic item didn't cause stress. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 4.
His spirit ball is the only
damage.
thing that caused stress.
Then you just mark off your 4. So you don't mark off your 2 or 3.
Oh,
you
I
just mark
see.
Off your 4.
I see.
Alright, so then, Thomas, you want to invoke an aspect? So that raises you to 3?
Yeah, it reduces me from 4 to 2, I thought, because I rolled a 1.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you meant damage. I thought you were talking about your roll. Never mind.
So 3 stress will still take out Thomas?
It's 2 stress, and I was, yeah, but...
Oh, you're right, I'll go down to 2. Alright, yep, you can do that. And then Axel rolled a 5, so he does not take any stress. Now you all need to roll... What?
Now we need to roll what?
You need to roll...
I was still trying to figure out how the mental boxes work. So it's not, for 4 damage, you don't mark 4 boxes.
Right, you just
mark the 4.
You mark boxes worth 4 damage.
Okay, I understand. Okay, makes sense. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Thomas, you don't mark the first box. You only mark the second box.
What was the other... What did we roll?
Okay.
So that was for the first one that attacked you. Now the second one attacked you. So everyone rolled discipline again.
God damn
But
it.
you only rolled 3.
Got a 3 this time.
3, 3, 3.
That be a rock thing might come in handy.
So Janice, you need Janice to roll again.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Discipline?
Discipline again for the other thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Alright, so now you would take 2 mental stress.
Got it.
And you're fine. Okay, so now it's your guys' turn.
Fuck.
Okay,
I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Even if it knocks me out, it'll let you guys win. So...
If you can get them out of their bodies, I can actually do something.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use as much energy as I need to do, and essentially just like step in front of everyone and send a wave of the same energy I used earlier, and just push both of them out.
Okay. So you want to attack 2 of them.
Yep.
Let me look at my magic list.
Because even if that like knocks me out or anything, you guys can at least kill them.
I can at least kill them. I don't know if they can attack a fairy creature.
Sure.
So I assume you
Janice
don't want
can
to...
throw potions at them and Thomas can scream.
You don't want to attack the humans, right?
Yeah, I just want to push them out of the bodies.
So what we do is you split up the shifts between each target. So if you roll 4, then each will take 2 damage. So
I see.
You're going to put as much power in it as you can, you said?
Pretty much, yeah.
How much is that?
My conviction is 4.
Okay.
And I have a 2 of stress and a 3 of stress left. Like of the little pit bops things.
What's your magical item do? No, you're using spirits, so you can't use them.
Yeah, I have that's just for time stuff.
Do you want to use your 2 box or your 3 box?
Susan.
I'll use my 3 box.
That makes your... Okay, that makes your power level 7. So, roll your discipline. You have to get 7 on your discipline.
I don't even plan on succeeding this, no.
Okay, so you can take 5 backlash. So that's 5
what would
physical
that do to
damage.
me?
You take 5 physical damage and cast a spell.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. And then...
So essentially what that looks like is I, like, step in front of everyone, push, like, Thomas behind me. I mean, not Thomas. Push, Axel behind me, and then just like take up my hands and just essentially look like I'm just pushing towards them, and all of the air just shimmers out, like just like it looks like a wave of just like shimmering light, and you could like see me like convulse, like just shaking and like spitting up blood, but I'm doing it.
So the bad news is you only hit one of them.
Fuck off.
But the good news is you murder the one that you hit.
Okay.
So there's one left, but he's still in the body of the person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So is it
Tom,
like a physical entity that's inhabiting the body?
It's like both. Like it's like a physical
if
thing
you want to knock
inside
him
the
out,
body.
we can. If you want to knock this guy out, we can exercise him later, or we can just do it now.
It's definitely
My
because I
question was, like, if I think he's inside the body, can I, like, try to pressure him out with air pressure, like, around his head to try to
not
push it out of him?
really. Like you would rip him out and kill the host.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my question. I didn't want to kill the host. So that was...
So your really only option is to knock him out physically, or wait for me to use literally my last ounce of strength and put my head.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, try to knock him out with my actual fists. I will, like, put my foil back in my little pipe and try to knock him out with my fists.
Okay. You have
And I have
skill.
Weapons?
You can use your foil
Yeah, use your foil, man.
Okay,
Like,
I mean...
it's literally
Upside the,
a fencing
base
foil,
of the skull
right?
with the hilt or
Yeah,
something.
so I mean, I don't know if I could, like, blunt force trauma him with that to make him unconscious, but I mean, like...
Yeah.
So that's why I thought my fist...
-1 damage, but you can do it. So go ahead, roll your weapons.
2.
Alright, you hit him. So
Okay.
you do 3 stress to him. It's not enough to knock him out.
Okay.
Janice, are you a physical person? You want to punch this guy real quick?
No.
Okay.
Thomas?
I'm going to go take a look at Cynthia and try to see if I
Cynthia's
drag
like
her back to the
spitting
party?
up blood, and she's preparing to try and attack him again.
So, are you still conscious?
Yes, barely. Like I have 1 tick of physical left and 1 tick of mental left.
Gotcha.
So if he
Right.
hits me again, I'll go out unless you guys can knock him out.
Like,
and
I'm in front of you between the you and them, so he'll probably hit me. Well, no, he screams. Never mind.
He has that AoE scream thing.
Is there a chance that I could have a potion that would, like, temporarily boost her magic? Like, that I could give to Cynthia to make her better at what she's doing?
Sure.
So I'd roll lore to happen to have that on me in one of my pockets.
I'm going to say it's... Yeah, just roll as high as you can.
Just roll as high as I can. Okay, great.
Good luck.
Nice.
Well, it's pretty
Okay.
decent.
Yep, so when Cynthia takes the potion, it'll heal her 4 stress.
Yeah.
Can you force feed that to me or no?
Yeah.
You can just give it to her. Just
If
hand
you
it to
force
her.
feed,
You don't need to actually
well,
force feed it.
okay, as long as that, like, I didn't know if I could actually drink it when it's not my turn or not.
You can't. But it's okay.
That was why I said force feed it to me.
Alright, if you
So
really
you
want
no
to.
longer... So you're going to be bleeding still, but no longer having that splitting headache.
Exactly, that's the point. If I have, if I can take 4 points of mental stress, that means I'll have enough stress to hit him again, regardless, because I'll have that 4 to soak up a blow at the very least.
Alright, so you want to take the cell. Let's just say it's a cell. She, like, pastes it on your forehead. And it, like, sucks out of all the headache out of you.
Yep.
Apply directly to the forehead.
Yep. Alright, so recover 4 stress.
Cool. Thank you.
And now it's going to attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't get a turn because I'm still
Oh,
like
yeah.
freaking out.
No, go ahead. Do what you want, Thomas.
Okay.
It's just that. So you wanna do it?
I assumed you'd continue freaking out.
So
Yeah.
no, Yeah, well, I mean, after the scream, Thomas knows what's going on. Like, he's enjoying being the victim. He knows his role. He's gonna go over and grab on like he's done in previous, somewhat intentional muggings. Or
I
whatever.
mean, like grab onto like the guy, or grab on. I mean, he's like a slug thing. Like I don't even know if you can.
No,
It's
he's
a
gonna
guy.
grab onto the guy. He's not. He doesn't know about slug things. He just knows there's a guy trying to hurt him, and he knows what he's done in muggings before.
Okay. So what is that? Your fists or what?
No, it's gonna be my insight. It's gonna be my insight emotion / emotional vampire thing.
Oh, you're gonna feed on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? That's really weird. I don't even know if you can do that.
Yes, you
Cool.
can.
Yeah, I can do it as
Cool.
a maneuver or block.
No, I just didn't know if this thing, if like fish fairies felt emotions.
Oh, they did.
I mean, the human body will, if nothing else.
So you want to use emotional vampire? Because emotional vampire lets you make attacks.
Yeah, it combines with my insight emotion or whatever to make it a maneuver where it's deceit / intimidation versus their conviction.
Well, not
Right?
exactly. So you can make attacks or maneuvers with emotional vampire. And you can make maneuvers with insight emotion.
Just well.
It's
Also, turn your cameras are off, by the way.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we've reached the 4-hour limit.
Oh, I did not notice.
But yeah, you can make an attack if you want to. That's what I'm saying. Let me look at the rules for this.
Yeah, because I remember there being like an exact clause that talked about combining insight emotion and emotional vampire.
As long as you hit him, I don't care what you do. Just hit him.
Something. We gotta make him unconscious before you knock yourself unconscious.
Literally, you could like fucking kiss him, and it might actually hurt him. So just do it.
So you're allowed to create the emotion and attack him at the same time.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
combine them.
Do it.
But he already... What? Shame? Yeah. You'd have to create shame in him. That's what you're doing. You're
Make
creating
him feel
shame,
really
and then you're
shitty for
feeding
doing
off
this
of
to
it.
me.
So that's an attack. So go ahead and make your attack roll. That is...
Deceit / intimidation, so I can use deceit, right?
Yep. And why don't you just... You're just like trying to trick him into thinking he's scared? He's ashamed?
Make him feel really, really bad about doing all of this for some reason.
Yeah, it's just sort of like I grab onto his hand and just like look up, and it's just I'm trying to make it look like he's beating like a puppy or something.
Oh, okay, it sounds great. Go ahead and roll your deceit.
Amazing roll.
Okay. So... Alright, you hit it.
Maybe it'll pop out of its body in shame.
I don't deserve this.
It's not enough damage to make it get out of the body. Okay. So now it's your guys' turn.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought-
just gonna.
Oh, wait, no, it's
spirit-
its turn. It's turn. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
So it's going to punch Cynthia in the face.
Oh, how? So it's like gonna throw
A physical
Thomas off
punch.
of it.
No,
I know, but like Thomas is like literally hanging onto him.
he's
so,
not
like,
wrestling it.
I'm not saying like he has to physically do it. I was saying like flavor wise, he like pushes Thomas off and punches
Oh yeah,
me.
sure. Like he's
That's
not
all
even.
I
He's
was
like
saying.
maybe he's like still has Thomas with one hand, and he just turns
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
and punches
no,
you in the
totally.
face. All right, roll athletics, or you have a.
Can I use endurance maybe?
Let me see.
It feels like an endurance thing.
Because physical is endurance.
I really just want to take the hit
Fists.
and just like spit in his face and then do the thing.
And use athletics. No.
Then why is the physical stress track based off of endurance then? That doesn't make any sense.
It's like a trinity of skills, right? So you got one skill for attack, you have one skill to roll against it, and you have one skill to see how much hit points you have.
Alright. Well, then I wouldn't have taken endurance, then I would have taken athletics, because that's what I thought that was.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Right
switch it
now,
out. You have minor things
Yep.
later.
We can switch it out later.
Okay, so I don't have athletics then.
Just roll 40.
You just roll it +0.
-3.
Okay.
That knocks me out. Like I said, I wouldn't have taken endurance then. That's really, really stupid.
Yeah. Alright, well, this time he just punches you in the face. And you get knocked out.
Okay.
Alright, so now it's your
Archer.
guys' turn. Cynthia is down.
Okay, I'm going to try to knock him out.
You're
The
gonna try
punch off.
Yes. Swing your flail at him.
Yeah. +3.
Alright, you do 3 stress to him.
He's still conscious?
Yeah, he's still conscious.
Yeah.
I couldn't have taken social stress for a physical punch, could I? Oh
Nope.
man, that hurts my social standing.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
Just, that hurts my reputation so bad.
Sorry. I think there's a stunt that lets you do that, though.
Yeah.
Thomas, is up to you.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
I mean,
I
Janice,
punched
you have
him.
a
He's
potion
still
to
awake.
revive me?
Okay. So, I'm still hanging on to him, right?
Yep.
So,
You are at
does that
+1.
mean he's continuing to... Awesome. So, I'm just gonna do the same thing again, just draining him slightly more.
Go for it.
I don't...
Nice.
Oh, wow. Even though he realizes what's happening, it's not good enough. And yeah, you just drain all the will out of him. And
So his body gives out, not the creature?
yeah, the creature, the creature possessing him.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll actually leave the body.
Oh,
And
it
then the
leaves the
guy-
Okay,
body.
And then the guy falls to the floor.
so is the fairy pop out of the human body?
Yep.
Or is the fairy okay?
So now,
Lovely.
Thomas, you're holding onto this weird slug with hair tentacles all over you.
Janice,
Gross.
what are you doing?
I'm looking after Cynthia because she passed out.
I got clocked in the face after using so much magic.
Pull her
Yeah,
to the
totally.
back. Pull her to the back.
Wait, did I take how much physical stress did I take for doing that spell, by the way? Just to make sure I counted that right.
I
I
think it
took
was
5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They need 7 in your
So
roll,
you
too.
don't have a magical revive potion on you, do you?
Don't worry. Once the fight is over, you'll recover.
Yeah, you'll recover pretty quickly once the fight's over. I'm just making sure you're
worried
okay.
about killing the thing now because I don't know if
I mean, now it's out of the body. I can take care of it.
yeah, I don't know how much stress you have left to use spells. That's all.
Oh, I'm good. I have plenty. So I use a rote, so I don't take a lot of stress for that.
Okay.
But it's not my turn.
Alright.
And then once I'm sure that Cynthia is going to be okay, I'm going to also go check on the workers because I don't want these rando humans to be, in trouble either.
Okay.
Because I'm too nice.
Well, I don't think that requires a roll, so we'll just say you're going to do it.
Okay.
So Thomas went. Cynthia's down. Axel, I don't think Axel did anything this turn.
No, I did. I punched it, or I hit it with my foil before Thomas went.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so now
So
that's over. Now the thing. Alright, the thing wants to get away. So we're going to roll alertness.
okay. So do we need to roll alertness?
Oh shit, they're all good.
This is why I should have been awake because I have.
Do I need to roll
+4.
alertness?
Everyone should roll alertness.
Is it
Everyone
alertness
who's
for me?
awake.
Because I'm kind of holding on to it.
It's still alertness.
It's still alertness.
So what happens if it succeeds?
It gets away.
Or is it just run before we can do anything?
It becomes incorporeal and disappears from your sight.
I'll spend another fate point to reroll. I don't want it to get away.
Can you just spend a fate point to add 2 to that? And beat it?
Yes.
But you have to invoke a thing.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Either way, you have to invoke a thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna invoke being selfless isn't always a bad thing.
Okay.
Trying to protect everybody else. If I invoke that, it gives me a 4 total.
Yeah, that's good. Then it'll tie it. So it's going to... It's trying to fade away, but you get an attack on it. It's trying to retreat to the Never Never.
Yeah, okay, so I'll use my rote to attack it.
Okay.
So I roll discipline?
Roll discipline.
4.
It also rolled 4.
Son of a bitch.
So, that's pretty good.
Another fate point?
Too.
I mean, I have another
you
fate
could
point
take
left.
stress. You could take stress.
You won't kill it if you... Well...
I mean...
You might, actually.
I do 4 attack, or 4 power 4.
Yeah. Yeah, if you invoke another aspect, you might get it. But wait, what? Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll invoke another aspect. I mean...
Don't you have
Take
an
all the stress.
aspect about being a fencer or whatever?
No, I mean, I have an aspect about being an aeromancer. And I guess I'll invoke my aspect about being an aeromancer, so, I'm doing air magic.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay.
Cut in half.
That's a 6.
Alright, 6 damage is going to be good enough. Yeah, you blast it into ectoplasm. So,
Okay.
there's, just... You guys are, covered in goo.
Yeah, there's
just think
2
of,
goo
the
things.
worst... Think of it the Ghostbusters after the final scene. That's how much goo you guys had on you.
Seems legit.
While Janice is, checking to make sure all the guys are okay, and, their breathing is... They might have actually drowned in the ectoplasm, but you, wipe it away so they can breathe. And then you guys...
Yeah, we don't want that.
You guys hear, splashes in the darkness running towards you.
I think it's time to go.
That's where we're going to end this session.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
I mean, fucking magic came in handy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys didn't actually go into the water and try and cast magic, so...
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Yet.
This is a good place to end it, because I'm, super tired.
Yeah, I have to go to jury duty in the morning, so I definitely don't want to be awake any longer.
I mean, I took a bunch of stress and did a thing, but it worked, so we're all good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it mostly worked.
Hey,
Almost
it
wasn't
ended up
completely
okay at the end.
useless.
So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully you guys will escape next time.
If I wake up, do I wake up when that thing a little bit after, or just
Yeah,
curious?
you'll wake up after the fighting is done. It usually takes a few minutes.
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay, so after the scene's over.
You guys will have to decide how to drag
Yeah, if you get
3 bodies,
that's
4
what I was
bodies with
asking.
you.
That's what I was
Well,
asking, if you had a revive potion on you.
Do we want to drag? We have to at least get Cynthia out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, if you wake
Yeah.
me up, I can help get all of them out. That's why I'm saying it, because I have
I might have something like smelling salts.
I
the
still
very
have
least.
still have the fast forward use. I mean, now I'll have pause use again,
And
but I still have the fast forward use of my necklace, which means I'll be able to quickly get at least one person out and then come back.
I mean,
you probably should just stay
I
out.
could hypothetically carry them out with air, but I'm pretty sure that might be
That's a
extremely
bad
hard
idea.
to do.
Yeah, you can't do that. Janice will get 2 more potions at the start of next session, and she'll just be able to
Oh my
define what
God,
they
I
are without a
could've-
roll.
I could have done that. As whenever on my turn, instead of like trying to fucking like after the first attack, I could have invoked the necklace, fast forwarded, like made time speed up around me, and then try to attack it again.
Yep.
Damn it.
Well, it was for travel. It wouldn't have worked that way.
No, I mean like the necklace would have allowed me to like just move and think faster than it.
The necklace lets you move only, not.
Oh,
not
well, then I would
faster.
just walked up and punched it, like something. I would try to do something.
I guess you could have tried to do something, but it wouldn't have been very effective.
I would have failed, obviously, but it would
Yeah.
it would have been cool.
It would have been cool.
It would have looked cool.
All right, so I hope you guys had fun. Like I said,
I did have
I
fun.
do want
It
to
was
stop
fun.
now.
I'm glad that I was able to sit up through all of this.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd be here.
Do you know how long you'll be in a cast?
I'm in this cast for at least another week, and then they're going to put me in a hard cast. And they'll tell me more when they put me in the other cast next week, but they said 4 to 6 weeks probably.
Yep, that's about right. I had both my arms broken at the same time, so that was fun.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
I mean, I was a kid, so anything in school had to be done for me. I couldn't even write for myself because I'm left-handed, and my left hand was broken worse than my right, and I couldn't hold a pencil in either. I could barely hold a fork, so.
Yikes.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go to sleep. It's been fun playing with you guys.
It was fun playing with you too.
Bye.
I am also going to go to sleep. Good night, everybody.
Do you guys like Cynthia, by the way?
Oh, yeah, she's great.
She's fine.
She's great.
Yeah, Cynthia's fun.
And got some plans for next time, so.
It's
I think I probably
guys.
have like 2 months of stuff planned. I really over prepare.
Yeah,
as a
you
GM.
binge plan, and then you don't have to think about anything for a while. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I know I have all the inspiration I need. Now it's just
Putting it down.
What we do.
controlling, trying to encourage the momentum of the game to go in one way or another.
I'm
Oh,
curious
man.
whether or not you'll incorporate any of the vision stuff in it.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah, that's what
I already
I'm
know
interested
exactly
in.
what I'm going to do.
I was hoping. I tried to word it in such a way that might interest you. So.
Well, it's just like you literally worked into my plans. So
Nice. I'm so glad.
Perfect.
That's
You
all I
made
was
it
trying
in,
to do.
you made it easy.
made it really easy. All right, I'll see you
I
guys.
was going to run my Dresden Files game, and then
Yeah.
I was like, I'm hopped up on painkillers. This is not going to work. I have enough
Alright.
concentration to play in a game, but not to run one.
It's so
Yeah,
much more stressful
totally.
to GM.
GMing requires a lot more like on your feet thinking, which
Mhm.
requires a lot more like more like higher faculty stuff. Where with
Yeah.
players, I mean, like being a player requires that too, but it's also you can kind of just bounce off of other players. You don't have to
It's more
necessarily
focused. You don't have to figure out what everybody else should be doing.
yeah.
And I'm
Make sure-
not, like, trying to make sure everybody knows what's going on in the game, like how to run it.
Yep. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Anyway, goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Right.
Good night.